Hey, it's Rusty. Thanks for tuning in to Burning Cereal. Today, what I have for you, we're going to review some cereal. But not this cereal, this cereal. All right, so first off, let's compare the two. You can see there's a little bit of size difference. I'm assuming these are both going to be sold by weight. This one is 7 ounces. This one is 10 ounces. Again, this is about 10 bucks. I don't remember the exact cost on this, but I want to say it was probably around 5. Box-wise, you know, this has got that crazy looking bird on it. This one's got some odd looking spaceman riding a dog horse. This is a little scary looking to me. Probably give me nightmares later on, but I don't know. They probably could have come up with a different character. I'd love to know the thoughts behind this particular character. On the sides, it says high protein, keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, wheat free, naturally flavored, totally delicious, childlike cereal for grown-ups. That's exactly what it says on the side. This one's just got that psychotic bird drinking his cereal through a straw. On the back, as a kid, that was my reading material. I read the back. This one's got a little maze with some charts next to it. This one's got what looks to be very odd looking Donkey Kong type of game. Now, let's get to the real stuff, the nutritional facts. So basically what we're looking at is you've got 31 carbs in the Cocoa Puffs. You have 15 carbs in the Magic Spoon. But once you take into account the fiber of the Magic Spoon, the allulose that's in the Magic Spoon, you're gonna wind up coming up to just 4 carbs. So you have 15 carbs, 2 fiber, so you subtract that, then you subtract the 9 grams of allulose, you're gonna come out to 4 net carbs on this. This one, you're still sucking down the 31. The other difference is once you add milk to both of these, those numbers are gonna go up just a hair. Realistically, I don't see that big of a difference in the rest of the ingredients. More saturated fat in this. This has got a little bit more fat in it, but that's what you're looking for if you're on a keto diet. This one has 7 grams, this one has 2 grams. The other big thing that I would be looking at would be sodium. So sodium, you have 160 milligrams. In Cocoa Puffs, you have 130 milligrams. So it's not that bad. But you know what the big thing is? Taste. Let's taste these. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try this stuff dry. So we'll open the Magic Spoon. It's got a really good chocolatey smell to it. It looks like Cheerios. They're little O's. It's not bad. It's got a little chocolate taste to it. Got a funky aftertaste, but I'm assuming that's the allulose. It's not anything that I couldn't get used to. Overall, it's not bad. The bag, roughly half full, 2/3 of the way full maybe. Again, 7 ounces, it's probably sold by weight. Let's try Cocoa Puffs. This is Fortunately, unfortunately, one of my favorites as a kid. Anything chocolate. As we know, these are little spherical objects. They're round. They're not like the O's. Like I said, they're round. Give them a taste. These taste actually, it's going to sound weird, but chocolate bread. I don't remember tasting them like this, or these tasting like this when I was younger. But again, I would still eat this whole box. As a kid, I'd probably eat the whole box as an adult. Probably eat the whole box of this too. But serving size on both of these is a cup. So let me get out some measuring utensils and we'll measure these up. So here we are with the suggested measurements. This is a cup of each cereal. As you can see, they look almost even. Now the key is going to be, how do they taste? Okay, so the first one we're going to try is going to be the Cocoa Magic Spoon. Now, I'm going to use a cup of almond milk. Doesn't matter what brand you use. I'm just using unsweetened almond milk. Reason being is, if I'm eating this cereal, I'm not going to be using regular milk or 2% or something like that. I'm going to be using something that falls along my diet, which would be the keto diet. So I'm going to use a cup of almond milk. It looks like it might be a little excessive, but let's see. So normally I would have stopped there. That's about a third of a cup. Let's go with a half a cup. I think a cup might be just too much. That's about a half a cup of milk inside there. Let's give this a try and see what it tastes like. Now the milk already, because it's almond milk, it has that brown tinge to it, but I want to see if this milk turns chocolatey, because we know Cocoa Puffs, that lunatic bird's drinking it through a straw. I'm not going to do that, but let's see if this changes at all. It is taking on a little bit darker hue. Let's see how it tastes now. It's still got a little bit of an aftertaste. And again, I'm thinking that's the allulose. But you know what? This is pretty freaking good. I would eat this all day long. It's actually really good. I'm gonna have more, by the way. It's crunchy. It's not as chocolatey as I thought it was gonna be, but it's pretty good. I could eat this as my morning staple to get me going in the morning. Let me rephrase that. I will eat this as my morning staple. It's pretty damn tasty. Let me go brush my teeth and we'll try the Fruit Loops or fruity version. All right, so now we're gonna try the Cocoa Puffs. Again, serving size, a cup of milk. I'm just using 2% milk on that because that's what I would normally use. Again, I still think 1 cup is gonna be a little excessive, but let's go with a half a cup. That's about a half a cup right there. Brings back the childhood. Stirred up. Milk is starting to turn to brown. Guessing that's the chocolate milk aspect of it. You can see it's definitely turning. It's almost the same color as that almond milk, maybe even just a shade darker. All right. Just the same, pretty much the same amount of crunch. Flavor-wise, a little bit more chocolate. The milk definitely is got more of a chocolate look to it. Not bad on the chocolate taste. I see why the bird is drinking it through a straw. There isn't a aftertaste at all. Not like the Magic Spoon, but again, Magic Spoon is using allulose. The Cocoa Puffs is using, you know, a ton more sugar. This isn't bad though, but my preference, I would probably, just because I'm old and fat and need to watch what I'm eating, I would probably take the Magic Spoon over the Cocoa Puffs, just because of the nutritional value, I guess we'll call it. But I'm not gonna let this go to waste. I'm gonna wind up eating the rest of that anyway. So let's try the fruity version. So now let's compare the Magic Spoon Fruity to Kellogg's Fruit Loops. We've got 7 ounces here, 10 ounces here, $10 versus about $5. Nutritional facts on the sides of the box. The Magic Spoon is going to be relatively the same as cocoa, 15 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 10 allulose is going to give you the 4 net carbs, because you subtract the fiber and the allulose from the total carbs. 0 sugars, 13 grams of protein, sodium is 160 milligrams. When you look at the Fruit Loops, let's see here, carbs 34 grams, that's a lot. Sugars is 12 grams, added sugar is 12 grams. Wow, that is a lot. Protein is only 2 grams. Protein on here, I think I just mentioned, was 13 grams. Calorie-wise, they're both 150 dry. The serving size on this one is a little bit bigger. It's 1 1/3 cup as opposed to 1 cup here. Again, boxes are very similar to their counterparts, except when you look at the back, one you're gonna get a word search and one you're gonna get a bunch of little games. Again, as a kid, I would probably prefer this, but as a kid, I'm probably not eating Magic Spoon. This isn't really targeted for kids like Fruit Loops is. This is targeted more for adults. But it doesn't really matter what the box looks like. It doesn't really matter what games you get on the back. It matters what it tastes like. So let's taste it. All right, so let's see what the fruity version tastes like dry. Looks very similar to Fruit Loops. Colors are a little different. I don't know if that's trademarks, copyrights, whatever. Green, yellow, and an orange color. So that's what they look like. Let's see what they taste like. It smells, like, I don't want to say fruit, but it smells, this is going to sound weird, fruity. It does smell fruity. Shape-wise, same as The cocoa, it is circles, kind of reminds me of Cheerios. The yellow, I can't describe it, but it's a fruity taste. Is it lemon? Is it orange? I have no idea, but it has a fruity taste. Huh, what do you know? The orange one tastes just like the yellow one. Let's try a green one. Huh, winner, winner. They all taste the same. Okay, yeah, they all have a slight fruity taste. I'm not getting any aftertaste. It's not bad. I like it. Let's try the Fruit Loops. As a kid, I didn't eat Fruit Loops all that often. I was a chocolate cereal guy. Bag's harder to open because I know if I really put some effort towards it, it's going to wind up all over the place. So color-wise, much more colorful than the Magic Spoon. Red, green, orange, yellow. It's a little windy out. Blue, purple. Let's try these. Remember the Magic Spoon, they all tasted the same. Let's see what these taste like. Blue. Purple. They're all the same. They all taste the same. And to be honest with you, they taste just like Magic Spoon. A little bit more of a fruity aftertaste than Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon didn't really have an aftertaste at all, but I can feel a fruity aftertaste to these. Let's see what they taste like in milk. So here is, again, the serving size. It called for a cup of milk. Again, I still think that that's gonna be quite a bit of milk. Magic Spoon, I'm gonna use the almond milk. I only measured out a half a cup, so I'm gonna pour half a cup in there. If we have to add more, we'll add more, but quite honestly, a half a cup looks perfect. I do not anticipate the milk changing color. Here we go. Not bad. Now I can taste an aftertaste. Again, we all know what I think it is. I think it's the allulose. Is it horrible? No. Could I make it through an entire bowl of this? Most definitely. Is there fruit flavor there? Yes, most definitely. It's really not bad at all. Again, like the cocoa version, this is pretty damn good. I would eat this. I'm gonna eat this. It's actually really good. I like it quite a bit. Let's try the other one. Find 5 hidden letters. Why did the orange stop? It ran out of, there's a J, there's a U, there's an I, ran out of juice. Ooh, wild berry Fruit Loops, those sound good. Anyway, 1 1/3 cup. of Fruit Loops. It also calls out for 3/4 of a cup of milk. I did measure up 3/4 of a cup because I, off the top of my head, thought a cup was going to be too much. I didn't think half a cup was going to be enough, but let's see. Let's pour it in. That's about where I would stop. There is an ounce and a half left. Living on the edge. We'll put it all in there. Again, I don't anticipate the milk changing color on this. I don't remember it changing colors when I was a kid. I noticed that the Magic Spoon the fruity version wasn't nearly as puffy as the cocoa version. These rings for the Fruit Loops seem to be a little bit bigger, but let's give it a try. So the first thing that I taste really is all that sugar. I can taste a ton of sugar in this cereal. Is it bad? No. Does it have a fruity taste? Yes, but I taste sugar first, or the reason there's a fruity taste is all of that sugar. Is it horrible? No, it's definitely not horrible. Would I sit down and eat an entire box of this? I don't think so. I think this would just be too much for me. Would I sit down and eat an entire box of Cocoa Puffs or that chocolate Magic Spoon? Oh, absolutely. This one's really good. If I had a choice between the two, this is the one that I would pick. It still tastes a little bit better. The aftertaste on this, my daughter had some, and she pointed it to like a Gatorade taste. That's what came to her mind after she had some. I kind of agree with her. It's got like a little Gatorade taste. All right, so the taste tests are done. This was really good. It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought there was gonna be a lot of crazy aftertaste. The cocoa one did have a slight aftertaste. I can also tell you that after time of the cereal sitting in the bowl, the milk turned really chocolatey, and I drank the milk. It was actually really, really good. The fruity version, the milk didn't change color. It was really good. This one surprised me. It was, in my opinion, better than Fruit Loops. The only thing that, is the real hurdle on these, aside from these crazy people that they have on the front that I'm gonna have to see a therapist about, is the cost. $10 a box is a little excessive, but it is what it is. Am I gonna continue buying this stuff? Yeah, probably, because it tastes pretty damn good. We'll look forward to trying the other two flavors, the Frosty, I think that's what they called it, and the peanut butter, because I am or was a huge Captain Crunch fan. So let's see how that peanut butter does against the Captain. With that being said, thanks. Remember to subscribe. I'll put a link down below to Magic Spoon if you'd like to order it. Have a great day. Subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next time.